Hello everyone, hello designers. Today I will be sharing with you a very smart technique that I learned years ago when I studied fashion design, and it's an awesome design technique. It helps you to create and come up with ideas, develop design ideas very quickly with very little effort. It's an amazing technique, as I said before, so let's discover it. You don't really need too many materials for this. I found everything at home. For example, one of this is you will need you need images of a final product that you want to develop a fabric for. So for example, I have that book that has loads of products like that. Then you need a few fashion magazines, so you can cut out a few pages like I did already, and they're behind the back. Then you will need your sketchbook or notebook, anywhere you can make a few notes, and scissors, and that's pretty much it. So make yourself a cup of coffee and let's get started. Okay, so I went through this little book which somebody sent me through the post. I didn't pay for it, and I thought it was absolutely fantastic because it's got really good images of furniture, upholstery, different cushions, you name it, lamps, curtains, anything that potentially need a print, which was quite useful to me to use for this exercise. I picked some of these items that I have in mind for a print. So first of all, I'm quite interested in designing a print for a cushion. Also, I am interested in designing a print for upholstery print and curtains. I think this is great. Even wallpaper here could be done. Yeah, then I have an image here. I see a cushion, a sofa, a upholstery, a wallpaper, or I can even use it for artwork design, and also a lamp, etc. So what to do next is that we just need to make those images into little frames, and then we will use those frames to kind of look for an abstract print idea, and I will explain in more detail how to do that in a minute. Okay, so what I'm doing now is I'm picking up all of those images, and I need to cut out a few frames here. So let's do that. Right, so I finished cutting my frames, so now I can start developing some ideas. So here where the prints are coming in, so I got that from the same book. So what I'm looking for is colors, textures, something interesting, something that grabs your attention. Sometimes you don't even understand what you like. So if you see something that grabs your attention, save it, put it in your sketchbook, keep it, don't throw it away. So I have that. I had this image for a very long time. I use it quite a lot because I absolutely love it. It's got all sort of shapes and colors and lines, and I think they work very well for abstract print development. So these are these two. Then I have another cutout, which is again colorful and have some sort of shapes. I also picked this one. I'll try this image as well because I've got some colors and shapes here, and then I like this area over here, and then some again lines. I also have a I don't know, Bon Appetit magazine that my partner brought home one day, and it's got like really nice colors. I don't know, so beautiful. I just like to keep them for maybe some color palette ideas, but I don't know what I'm doing. So let's try and develop a print. Okay, so what to do? So let's go with something easy maybe first. It's a wall art. Let's try to develop some wall art ideas. So what you're doing here, you use those patterns, that images with patterns that you got. Try to kind of apply that frame on top of that, and try to think about an abstract idea. If you see something interesting, take a piece of paper, a pen, and write it down, and just see if it's a good idea.
quite into abstract wall art these days, and I think you know, for the person who doesn't know how to draw, I think abstract is probably the easiest to attempt first, and it just makes me feel great that I can create something. I would say if you like something really much, instead of drawing it, actually it's easier to take a picture of that. And then if you work digitally, it will be very easy to send it to your preferred, I don't know, if you work in Procreate or Illustrator, and start sketching ideas online instead. If you're old-fashioned like me, maybe you'll be using your sketchbook and paper, so it's up to you. But the idea is quite easy. All you need to do is kind of move the frame around and find for the best idea. I think this is interesting. Look at this. It's just, I think the whole idea of this is that you're focused on this little window and nothing by that but that, so this is quite helpful, and you can use it pretty much for anything, for designing a fashion fabric, for designing upholstery fabric. We're looking at abstract painting here. It's just an amazing technique that you can basically apply to absolutely anything. Right, let me try something else here. I love that, because you see, ordinarily the lines would be always straight, but here the lines are quite wavy, and I think it's beautiful. Really, I need to take a picture of that, but it's documented because I'm filming a video. This is so great. Okay. Oh wow, it's a nice abstract as well. It's really beautiful ideas, honestly. But and you're not really working hard to get those. They're just here. This one is quite cool as well. If you just look at here, it's quite interesting. Okay, let's try with a cushion. Look at this. I think this is quite cool. Look at this. Of this, even the color scheme. Look how colors are beautifully work with this interior, with on top of pretty regular chair that a lot of us have, and you know, very neutral walls and curtains. It's great. Or what about this? Maybe that's a bit more difficult to work with. But you never know. Let's try. Not just the colors, but the whole composition, because there are flowers that happens to be on this pizza, which is quite interesting because I draw prints with I draw botanical prints with flowers and a lot of greens, so this is just absolutely lovely. Like, and you can use this also to pick a color palette from here. I think it would be amazing. It's beautiful.
This is the end of today's video, and I hope it will lead to another video where I show how I develop those ideas that we've discovered today. I'm pretty happy with everything I've documented. I think I have very strong 3 or 4 ideas for a good abstract painting, which I actually want to paint to fill in this wall instead of having my working collages behind my back. But you can also use the same ideas to create smaller wall art to sell on Etsy, for example, or also to create a nice fabrics for cushions, I don't know, wallpapers, even stationery, which I think it will also really work well for stationery. And let me know if that was useful, and I will try to come up with more exercises like that. But I think this is the most interesting exercise you will ever discover. It is always surprises you, and the results are just awesome, and I will be very interested to see if you can use this technique for your own work, and I would love to see the result of it. So let me know, and let's keep in touch. See you later. Bye.